The threats of targeted political violence that women face vary across different places, given that they can come in different forms and can be perpetrated by a number of different types of actors. And importantly, these trends can shift and evolve over time too, even in the same place, as a result of changes in the political and/or conflict landscape. For example, within the Sahel, the threats that women and girls face are not uniform. In Burkina Faso, non-sexual attacks by rebel groups like JNIM or factions of the Islamic State have posed the greatest threat to women and girls for years, though since the start of last year, sexual violence by such groups has begun to pose a greater threat. In Niger, meanwhile, rebel groups also pose a threat, with groups like factions of the Islamic State and/or Boko Haram are active in the country. But in Niger, the threat that such groups pose for women and girls predominantly takes the form of abductions. On the other hand, in Mali, the primary threat to women and girls is non-sexual attacks perpetrated by both rebels such as JNIM or Katiba Messina, as well as anonymous or unidentified armed groups, which have begun to pose an increasingly greater threat to women and girls in the country. That such targeted violence in the Sahel is primarily perpetrated by similar types of actors, yet takes on such different forms across the different countries within the region, not only fits in line with the differing conflicts in the region more largely, but also underlines the fact that the risks that women and girls face across different spaces are not uniform.